Welcome to Ask a Lawyer with attorney Joey Franks at the Franks Law Firm in Jackson, Mississippi. His motto is more for you and less for us.
So, Joey, if I've been in a car accident, why do I need an attorney?
You likely need an attorney because they know how to navigate this particular area of the law. They understand the tricks that insurance companies will pull. They understand the need for you to go and get medical treatment. It is key in starting a paper trail that the accident has occurred. On top of the accident report, that's the first thing you see after the accident report. So hiring an attorney is critical because they know what to do and when to do it. We know how to handle adjusters. We know how to handle people calling as far as body shops and things like that. We know how to handle doctors and medical professionals seeking payment for bills that were incurred for things that weren't your fault, essentially. So an attorney knows how to handle this particular area, and that's why you need to hire one.
So when should I contact you?
Immediately after contacting the police is the best time to contact an attorney, because then you can start the process right then and there of getting things in order. An attorney will tell you need to go get some medical treatment, you need to go get checked out, because quite often what happens with these injuries is you don't hurt for 2 or 3 days significantly, but that second or third day you feel an ache that gets worse and worse, and that's usually what whiplash is a soft tissue injury that develops over that 2 or 3 days. It's kind of like you take a fall. You don't hurt immediately when you take a fall, but that second or third day when the bruising sets in, that's when you hurt. But contacting an attorney immediately goes ahead and gets the process going. And the sooner you contact an attorney, it will be less painful and quicker, most likely.
Okay, well, let's say I've already taken steps with the insurance company. Now what do I do?
Well, the insurance company you're talking about is usually the one providing repair to the automobile. Insurance companies aren't going to come out and pay for your medical expenses. They're not going to pay your bills and things like that. If an insurance company brings you a sum of money, it is because they are trying to lowball you. They are taking advantage of an individual who does not deal with this every day. Insurance companies, their adjusters, and other agents, they handle things on the other side of what an attorney does every day. They are trying to get away from this, spending as little money as possible, because that's an insurance company's business model, is to hang on to money for as long as possible and pay as little out. Well, it's my job to go and get you as much money as possible to put in your pocket.
Well, I guess that sort of answers my next question then, because the insurance company told me I don't need an attorney. So that's not the case, huh?
No, that is not the case. They don't want you to get an attorney because an attorney knows the true value of something. You go and you hire somebody to appraise property or to appraise a valuable antique for a reason, because that person is in that field and they know how valuable that item is. Well, a personal injury attorney is similar. We are in the field of personal injuries. We see people hurt every day, and we can evaluate the value of it pretty quickly usually. And an insurance company is evaluating it from their side, and they're trying to get out on the cheap. And the one way to get out on the cheap is for you to never know the value of your case. And that's another reason you need an attorney.
So what damages am I entitled to recover?
In a personal injury accident, you're entitled to recover many, many, many damages. First, you have the actual damages, which would be the damage done to your vehicle, your medical expenses, your lost wages, and things along those lines. After that, you start looking into other damages such as pain and suffering, loss of consortium, and things along those lines. And if it was done in an intentional manner, you may actually be entitled to punitive damages, which means that the damages are tacked on just to punish the other side.
So is my case big enough for you to handle?
Every case is big enough to handle. If you sustained a legitimate injury through no fault of your own, you're entitled to representation, and we'd be glad to represent you.
Let's say the person that hit me doesn't have insurance. What do I do then?
Still, we're going to go down the same path as if they had insurance. You need to contact an attorney immediately and seek medical treatment to make sure, one, that you're okay and that your rights are preserved. Now, if the other party didn't have insurance, in Mississippi, most drivers have what is called uninsured motorist insurance that comes along with their policy. The only way you don't have that as a driver in Mississippi is if you checked a box waiving that particular type of insurance. And if you did that, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot to do. But if you did not check that box and you do have the uninsured motorist coverage, then we can go after your insurance just like we could theirs.
So when do we need to file a lawsuit?
A lawsuit is usually a last resort. And when I say that is we tee everything up as if it's going to be filed, and then we try to work with insurance companies, and we know that they are a pain in the neck, and that's why we try working with them for you to get you the maximum dollar. And if they are not willing to pay you a fair sum, then we will go and file a lawsuit. And that is when the litigation actually starts. Up until that time, we're just trying to get you the medical treatment you need. And once we've gotten that, then we're trying to get you paid for your pain, your suffering, and your expenses. If they won't do that, then we're going to go to lawsuit and we're going to go have a trial.
Thanks for listening to Ask a Lawyer with attorney Joey Franks at the Franks Law Firm in Jackson, Mississippi. Call attorney Franks at 601-773-7777. His motto is more for you and less for us.